So I don't know why so many people have a lot of faith in me. The lovely people over at 70mi sent us over their new 4K dash cam, which is pretty simple to put in a dash cam in a car, right? So no worries. But they sent me the whole shebang. This and the 4G hardwire kit for it. And hardwire means it has to go to wires in the car. I hope I can start the car after I'm done.
Technicational.
Hello folks, and welcome to another episode of Technicational. And no, I won't be answering any questions about where the hell I've been and why I didn't do a video for so long. That will do next time. Right now my problem is I have a dash cam to put into a car and I have no experience in wiring such 4G hardwire kit. Hey, you should have correction it right? But smell like something a bird. Yo, look. So let me be honest with you. If I actually do the unboxing, the installation and the review, this video is going to be too long. Nobody not gonna sit down and watch the 15-16 minute video, right? Cool. So what we're doing right now is unboxing this, showing you the product and actually showing you what you get inside the box and the painful installation process for persons who don't know wiring in a vehicle. Now, disclaimer, if you buy this by itself, pretty simple to wire because you get the power from the cigarette lighter or any USB outlet in the car. But it's when it's paired with this and it opens up so many more functions, that's where the headache starts. Okay, enough for the talking. Let's see what you get in the box with the 70mi dash cam. This is the 4K A810 Lite kit. Okay, so immediately after opening this box, I realized this thing was jam-packed with everything to do the installation. First up is the see-through plastic that you put on the windscreen to put the dash cam on so you don't mess up the windscreen. And you also get replaceable sticky pads for both the back and the front camera, just in case you mess up the one that comes on them. You also get tons of booklets with explanation of how to install the dash cam, install the app and get everything paired and working. So there's no excuse not to read the instructions, except I'm a man, we don't read the instructions, we figure shit out or make it burn up in the process. Also, the company was kind enough to include a 64 gig memory card, and this is a high speed memory card that works perfectly with the dash cam. Do not go out and buy no cheap shit that's going to give you errors. Okay, so here we have the back camera. Now this actually records in 1080p, not 4K like the main camera. And it also have a special connector that is used to connect it to the front main dash cam unit. Okay, for the main event, the 4K dash cam in the flesh. Now that lens is very pronounced. It means business. Yeah. Anyhow, you might think that this is a touch screen, but it's not. And I honestly don't believe that dash cam should be touch screen, because you're fiddling with a touch screen while you're driving is just a pain in the ass. Anyhow, digging into the box some more, you'll find the rest of accessories that you will need to make your installation. You will find the card to connect the back cam to the dash cam, and you will also find the card that will connect the dash cam to the USB port, and even a cigarette lighter adapter. Yes, and I'm so happy that they didn't make this one attached wire. You can have the option to use the cigarette adapter or just use the wire itself to a USB port. Okay, so you have to forgive me, I don't know what the right name for this is. I just call it the stuffer, right? You actually use it to stuff the cards in the crevices of the car, and the car moans in pleasure.
You need Jesus!
So before we actually install it in the car, let's just power it on here and see how it looks and how you interact with the menus. Now, as you can see, the display is pretty clean. Yes, you may think it's a touch screen, but it's not, and it's a good choice. The buttons are used to navigate through the menus. Now you have little icons that show that the button below is what you need to press to progress or accept certain things, and that is pretty nice, so that you don't have to be fiddling around to figure out where the buttons are at the bottom. So while we're looking at this, let me tell you something. I thought this was the reset hold button, and after poking it and hearing something go awfully wrong, I realized it was not. Don't do that. Read the booklet, don't be a man. Okay, something else that we actually got in kit is a lens flare cap for the main dash cam. So it's something I put over the main dash cam to help it function better with light glaring on it in the night, or if the sun is directly on the lens, to help it video record clearer, better videos with light flashes. Okay, let's move on. The 4G hardware kit or hardwire kit is meant to be used with the dash cam. Now, once you buy this accessory, the option to run it to the cigarette lighter or a USB port is straight out the window. Why would this goddamn thing go, man? Okay, finally got off that annoying plastic. As I was saying, if you do choose to go with the 4G hardwire kit, you have to rewire the 4K dashcam differently. You have to get the power from this module, and you have to put this module directly into the wiring system of the car. Yeah, it does though. Plus side, gives the dash cam a whole lot more features. Anyhow, moving on, you do get booklets to help you with the wiring, and you also get a type C to type C cable, which is a bit concerning because it looks pretty short compared to the one that you get in the dash cam box. Now here you have the 4G module itself, and as you can tell, it is made to be hardwired into the car. Now the thing about it is that, as its name suggests, 4G module, it does accept SIM cards. So you put a data ready SIM card in there and it opens up a lot of functions for the dash cam, like surveillance while it's parked, even surveillance when the car is off. Yeah, this is some Men in Black shit. Let's see if we can get this shit done. Alright, so initial thoughts. First and foremost, the 70 mAh A810 Lite kit. Well, the kit itself comes with everything you need to install it properly, and the wire lengths are perfect and everything. But I have a few gripes after installing everything. Now, it's not game changing and it's not bad to the extent where it's not a recommended product. It's just some stuff. First and foremost, this thing comes with some stickers that you clear stickers that you put on the windscreen, that when you put it on the windscreen, then you put the dash cam on it. you get one for the front or you get one for the back, right? Now the reason for this is that these things have some sticky tape where pretty strong. So you don't want to put it on your windscreen and then for every reason, if it stop work or whatsoever, when you're taking it off, it leave residue. So you have these transparent sticker-like things you put on it. Now, after using two of them, yes, I used two, I realized they don't have any sticking force whatsoever. So when you put them on the windscreen, they don't stay. When you put the dash cam on those now, it just comes right off. Yeah. So we had to stick it directly to the windscreen. That's one problem. The second problem when I was doing installation is that the hardwire kit is where you get the power from to put to the dash cam, right? Now, the dash cam by itself comes with a wire to get power. But I could have foreseen it, say, oh, it didn't get bad because the 4G hardware kit that sends the power to the dash cam is shorter than the one that comes in the dash cam kit. And no, you cannot interchange them because one is USB type C to C, which is the short one, and the long one is USB type C to USB type A, normal USB port. So you can't fling with one and use the other. So you have to do some maneuvering to put the 4G kit in the car somewhere so the wire is long enough to reach the dash cam. And don't let me get me started about not knowing the wires in a car and what they do. God damn, man, there's so many wires. God. Yeah, I think my sanity is coming back. So after hours and hours of fiddling with things that are gashing and asking Google why things hurt, we get it installed and up and running. So the only thing left to do is actually put in a memory card and actually sync it to the app that you download on the phone, which you can get at the Play Store. But if we go on any further, this video is going to be too long. So we're going to cut it here and we'll run all the tests for the next 2 days and we will come back with a full video on the test. No more installation, no more crying about your balls hurting you because you get shocked on it. Don't ask me why, but yeah, we're going to do that. And also this video is out because we want to tell you that there's a great discount going on right now on the 70mm 4K dash cam, right? You can click the link in the description and the discount is crazy. Just look at it. Believe me. All right. Thank you guys for watching, and for all those who have always been giving me support, emailing me and telling me, hey, hope you're doing good, continue doing your stuff. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. Peace.
Snakes in the grass, you gotta watch where you step. Blood on the leaves, you either kill or be killed. When there's food on the table, you either eat or you starve. And when there's sharks in the water, you either sink or you swim. It's a jungle out there. It's a jungle out there. It's a jungle out there.